My Freedom of Information Act request proved that John Demjanjuk was not Ivan the Terrible, and also proved who was. And I want to give credit here today to the Israeli Supreme Court, who called me in Jerusalem and said, take him home, Congressman. We're going to deliver him tomorrow night at Lviv Airport. Now here's a man convicted of mass murder, sentenced to death. Now Israel's come out and said they wouldn't charge him on the second offense. So powerful people in the Justice Department behind the scenes now have him fighting for his life in Germany. If you're an American citizen, stand up for an American citizen. This man is not a Nazi war criminal. He's an auto worker from Cleveland. It may hurt me with the American public, but I'm for him, and I don't want him to hurt him. Period. Let me tell you something. When you endanger the rights of one American, you erode away and endanger the rights of all Americans. Every speaker up here made a point, and every speaker up here made a good point. Remember this, one thing David Johnson said. How can he pay $30,000 a year? Health care, pension plans, 401k. But everybody overlooks the fact that he also has to deal with EPA, OSHA, banking regulations, security regulations, local law, ordinance. And you go right across the street now into Mexico. Nothing. And what they're doing now, David, is that Mexicans are jumping around looking for better deals on the border, so they're moving within central Mexico. Small little towns, giving them breakfast, and 35 cents an hour. My speech on the House floor opposing NAFTA is very simple. Mexico gets American investment, American jobs. America gets a 1948 Ford Pinto with a truckload of beans and 2 baseball players to be named later. And that's about what it's been. Very simple, folks. If our trade policy is so good, why doesn't China and Japan use it? You realize we're approaching a $750 billion a year trade deficit. The tax code in America is oppressive. It's un-American. Penalizes achievement, rewards dependency, kills investment, strangles workers, strangles employers. It's time to eliminate the IRS and create a flat tax in America, which everybody's very simple with. Everybody understands it, and that can be done. That can be done. Now you're going to hear a lot of bad things about it. You're going to hear a lot of bad things about it. And they're going to portray it as so costly. But you follow that very carefully. I'm proud to be here with you today. I'm glad you invited me. I want to thank Anita for inviting me. And I don't know what I'm going to do. I still have a lot of enemies. And all I have to do is make one little move and they'll put me back in prison for 3 more years. But I want to say this to those people who want to put me back for three more years. Get your best hold. Because I'm not going to shut my mouth. And I don't like what's happening in America. And when I get an opportunity to speak, I'm going to articulate those concerns. I don't give a damn who it hurts. Because this is our country and we've got to do what's necessary. So I think you've been here a long time. You've been here a long time. You listened to a lot of speeches. I'm basically done. But if I do go, you don't need to give me any money. You just give me those votes.